Happy Monday, October the 13th of 2025, the month of October. It's me, your buddy Donnie again, with another dolly review, and as always, telling it like a TI is. Forgive me for having been away for a while. I've just been incredibly busy with family and things that occur in life. But anyways, I'm back, and here we are again with more doll talk. I don't want to appear on camera, but maybe my fat arm. Okay, if you recognize this little lady, okay, she is one of the 5 or 6, I believe, different dolls that were issued as exclusive deal of Mattel with Kohl's stores, that they were only available at the Kohl's stores. Okay, and they were called PINKTASTIC. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. See, this is a live take, y'all. I don't do editing. I wish I knew how to, and I wish I had the time to do editing, but I swear I don't. Okay, there, I just fixed her belt. Anyways, so here's Miss PINKTASTIC, one of the 5 or 6 different dolls assortment. And of course, this was my favorite, so I purchased her back in 2012. And I liked it so much that I decided to enlarge her, make a supersized version of, this very look, outfit, and so on. So let me put her back. I don't want to appear on camera. Okay, so here's the original Barbie. And what I did is I made a supersized version. Let me see. And this supersized version, it's a supersized Barbie with super growing hair mechanism, which I had rerouted. Okay. Normally, I do all my reroutes, myself by hand, stitching with knots. But the last couple of years have been so incredibly busy in my life that I have not been able to, do reroutes, like I used to. Because, well, again, life gets so complicated. And it's gotten so to the point where I don't do reroutes anymore. I really don't. So I had to outsource. So I had a friend of mine in Mexico, a gentleman named Josue Hernandez, do this fabulous job of rerouting my Barbie with a magical machine. Okay, isn't she gorgeous? I love supersized girls. And I always say when doll artists get together, magic happens. This is my brainchild, my idea, even though it's not my design, but it's my idea, to do a supersized version. So again, Josue Hernandez made this beautiful reroute, okay? And Mr. Carlos Pinzon is another one of my dolly buddies who made this fabulous outfit. He made this replica to a T. I mean, brother man scored. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Now, her shoes are generic, okay? They're no brand, okay? So here's supersized Barbie as PINKTASTIC Barbie made over. Let me put her back in her clip. Oh, and by the way, the only credit that I can take is that I styled her hair, okay? Let me, put her away for a minute. The only credit I can take is that I styled her hair, I dressed her, and I made her little belt. I made it out of duct tape, y'all. Yeah, duct tape. I just wrapped, it twice around and taped it in the back. Now, the actual doll has a bunch of hearts. And, I wasn't going to bother with that. So I just, call me lazy and cheap, but I just simplified the design by making it one straight belt, y'all. I'm sorry. It's just that, again, normally, if I had the time, I would have gone ahead and done all the little hearts, cut them out of I don't know, duct tape again or something, but it's like, screw it. I just went with this. And anybody who knows me can attest that not only am I absolutely nuts, excuse me, I just slipped and fell. I didn't fall, but I slipped. But I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to, keep going. I'm going to keep going. Let me get a little closer. Adjust the camera angle just a wee bit. Okay. So there's Supersized Barbie as PINKTASTIC Barbie by Kohl's. But that's not all. You see, I loved this concept so much, this doll, that I decided to make her, yes, not just Barbie, but a set of the DONOFRIO sisters. Yay! The DONOFRIO sisters, as you may or may not know, is a fictional singing group that I created, okay, using 18-inch dollies. And here is her sister, Lucia Franca. Lucia Franca, again, sports the identical outfit by Mr. Carlos Pinzon, generic shoes, a full reroute, totally attached, okay, with thick, beautiful nylon, with these braids, again, rooted by Mr. Josue Hernandez, okay, and her earrings were harvested from some glitter beach Barbie or Teresa, whatever, so I just used for her. Also, Barbie wears the same matching outfits. So here is Miss Lucia Franca Donofrio. This is such a live take. It really is. So here, Lucia Franca. But the Donofrio sisters are not a duo. They're a quartet. And then the following sister is Miss Betty. Yay, Betty Donofrio. Again, with a matching outfit. And I braided her differently because I wanted to go for that Janet Jackson braid style. Very thick box braids, I think that they're called. Okay. I love her. I love her. So here is Miss Betty Donofrio. Yay, Betty. Okay. Let me set up the sisters. And last, but certainly not least, is the true baby sister, Maria Donofrio. With Maria Donofrio, I and again, also beautifully rerouted by Mr. Josue Hernandez. Okay, very thick and beautiful. I was inspired by the look of Benetton Christie from the 90s, because Benetton Christie from the 90s, if you're familiar with her, you remember that, she had these 4 twisted plaid braids on each side of her pigtails. I love this look, so I decided to give it to Miss Maria Donofrio. Yay, Maria Donofrio. Again, also wearing the matching earrings and outfit by Mr. Carlos Pinzon. So there they are, the 4 Donofrio sisters. Okay, let me adjust a wee bit. And there they are. Thank you all so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching my humble little videos that, again, I don't do fancy editing, like other more professional video content makers, and I applaud them. I applaud them because, they really put work into it. And so do I. I put work into this too. The trouble is, again, I just don't have the time. I just don't. But nonetheless, is why I'm so grateful that those of you that are still, let me get a little closer. I'm very, very grateful for those of you who continue to watch my humble little videos, as humble as they are. Thank you so much. The doll community is beautiful, is wonderful. And like everything, like everywhere else, there's good, the bad, and the ugly, you know. And I've been very fortunate to encounter a very, very talented individuals in the doll community, such as Mr. Josue Hernandez and Carlos Pinzon, whom, without their contributions to my vision, I would not have been able to do this. I could not sew this. Carlitos has art in his hands. He really does. It's like he sweats art. He is so talented. And if you know Carlitos Pinzon, again, you'll know what I mean. It's again, I could not have this dream of mine have come true if it wasn't, for Carlitos, doing those fabulous reproduction outfits, and of course, Josue for doing the reroutes that I simply do not have time for. I barely had time to braid their hair, okay, and make their, little belts. Anyways, thank you all so much for sticking around. Thank you all for watching. And like my brother says, I always say, but I don't always say, so I will say now, smooches!